Hi everyone, this is Renee, your San Francisco Bay gardener, coming to you with a small potato haul. Just wanted to let you know this didn't come from the square foot garden. This came from a 5-gallon pot that, regular Home Depot pot that I had, not pot, bucket, that I had planted last year, and I must have left one of the potatoes in there, missed it when I was harvesting, and it probably was about this size, or it could have been as small as this, but I must have missed it when I was pulling out all the other potatoes. And so this year I got a surprise crop. This is my volunteer harvest. So, these were free potatoes. And let me see, I could eat all of these potatoes if I wanted to, but I'll just eat the bigger ones and save the smaller ones for next year's harvest. And I have just planted some more potatoes, red potatoes. If you're in the Bay Area, I think that the Farmer's Almanac says that you have until October 16th to plant potatoes. So I'm going to pause here and show you what I put in the soil in order to amend, get the most out of my growth for potatoes. Okay, this is the Alaska 0-10-10 fish emulsion. I use those on my potatoes because it promotes root growth, and since potatoes are root crops, then that's what they need. Of course, I could have used this product as well. I've shown you this before, the 511 fish emulsion, but let me tell you why I use the 0-10-10. Okay, when you go to the store and you're looking for fertilizer, the first three numbers are going to be nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And they are nutrients for your plants, and each one does something different. An easy way to figure out what you need is what I heard on a podcast. I think it was for beginning farmers, beginning gardeners. I'll have to put a link to it on my show notes, if that's what it's called. Okay, so if you can remember up, down, all around, then you can figure out what you need. So nitrogen helps with growth and also making your plants green. So that's up, that's the first number. Phosphorus helps with roots. That's the second number, and that will help, potatoes, carrots, things like that. And then your last one is potassium. And when you look at these two products, it'll say potash. It won't say potassium, but that's what it stands for. And that helps for fruits and flowers. That's the all-around part. So if you need something for making your plants grow, you'll get the up part. If you need something to make your roots grow, that would be the down part. And if you need something to get more fruit or flowers, you would want the all-around part. I hope that makes sense. Let me see. I think I'll stop there. I think I've explained it. So nitrogen for growth, phosphorus for roots, potassium for the flowers and fruits. And that's going to be the first three numbers on whatever fertilizer you get. Okay, continuing on with the square foot garden. It's not too much to say. The dog is letting me have a few strawberries. And I said that the grapes were being eaten up by the birds, but no, they didn't mess with it. It's the dog. He got into it because he was pushing back the little barriers that I had made. So I know that was him. The birds couldn't have done that. So I have to make a decision. Next year, I think the strawberries are going to have to be put somewhere else. I can't let him get all the strawberries. Plus, they take up too much room. If you've been with me since the beginning, you know that the strawberries only were supposed to have 2 sections of the square foot garden, so that would have been like this right here and here, but it's taken up 3 sections here, three 1 foot sections. The tomatoes have just taken over the whole garden. So I would say they're taking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, really more, because not too much can grow under their shade. You see how this dog is getting into my garden? That's how he's doing it. And right now, he's looking for tomatoes. He's eating up the cherry tomatoes that have fallen. Get out of there, Chewy. I was going to do a video on R.I.P. Chewy, but I figured I would get in trouble if I did that. But anyway, I really can't grow anything else underneath these tomatoes. My little collard plant is doing okay, but something is eating it up. It was slugs, I think, and the other one is just a stick. So I was gonna put my Georgia collards off in there, grow some seeds off in there. I think that would just be a waste of time because every kind of brassica that I put in there in this area here gets eaten up. Although I did have a lot of success with spinach and lettuce in the springtime. So I don't know, I'll have to see, but I don't really want to get rid of the tomatoes because look at them, they're still producing, and I'm giving tomatoes to my kids, I'm giving tomatoes to my neighbors, I'm giving tomatoes to the rescue mission. There's just too much production going on. So even though I cannot eat a single tomato, I don't know whether I've told you guys that, but tomatoes don't like me, although I love them. But I can taste them and spit it out, but I cannot let it hit my stomach. So this is just a donation kind of thing. But it gives me joy to be able to donate to people. So I think I'm going to continue on with the tomatoes as long as they produce. And I'm thinking about turning my flower bed, raised bed over there. I might convert some of that into a vegetable garden. I'll have to see. I'm thinking about it though. And finally, the grape plant over there with the big arbor. I'm going to cut that back because Chewy ate all the grapes off of it, and the grapes grew very low, so he can still get to them. I think that they're just about out for the season, so I'm going to cut them back. I know that I can move it because I moved them before. I don't think I'm going to let them stay where they are. I'll think about that, because this seems to be the only place they want to grow in my yard. I've had them in 2 other places and they just about died. So never got any grapes out of them before. So I was just thankful that I could get the three clusters that I did get. But anyway, so I have to decide, where am I going to move these strawberries? Am I going to try to grow some brassicas off in this little space here and fight the slugs or whatever that's eating them up? How long am I going to deal with these very productive tomatoes? And also, what am I going to do with my grapes? I'm not going to just let them die, because, you know, if stuff hits the fan, at least I'll have some grapes. Maybe I can barter with somebody for grapes. And grapes are something that I can eat. So, yeah, that along with the spices, the garlic chives that are under the tomatoes. Now they really grow. And the let me see, the onions, green onions, grow pretty well. And then the my mind is gone, I can't remember what this is, but it really grows as long as it gets some sun. And my banana peppers are still growing. I don't know whether you could see the peppers over there. I think they're right there. Banana peppers are doing pretty good. So we'll see. But anyway, this garden has been productive. I would say that I would try to do it again, especially if you're older and you don't have a lot of space, or you don't want to do a lot of moving around, going from place to place. A square foot garden would be okay. Like I was saying, I was interrupted. This would be a nice setup for someone who is older, doesn't have a lot of room. This is 3 feet by 6 feet, and you could get a lot of vegetables off in here. You still might have to go purchase some, but not tomatoes. If you grow tomatoes, you'll get enough. And string beans, they were very productive as well. So anyway, we just have some decisions to make. I hope that you are enjoying your garden, just sitting back and, you know, taking some time to see what the Lord has done. And, you know, you've worked hard too. This is my garden here. Some things are falling over. This is the flower garden. I'm using it as a, we call it a pollinator garden. It's coming along. So if you've been with me, you've seen that this garden has changed over the course of months. It's going to still change some more, because I'm going to have all of this back here. I hope you can see there. All of this is going to be covered over with gravel. So, except, you know, this is going to be one long strip of flowers, and I have to get a much better border. So hopefully, you know, it'll be different the next time you see it. Anyway, enjoy your garden, and God bless.